Hey, what's up garden friends? If you're like me, you love growing, but you hate battling weeds, in today's video we got a great little update on a project we've got going on here in the garden where we've been battling the weeds, but we haven't been using any sprays, and we really haven't even been using a whole lot of extra muscle or might. We've just been using a little bit of black plastic, some sunshine, actually lack thereof, and a little bit of time. So let's take a look on our project on how we've been battling weeds without spraying and without breaking our backs. Let's take a look. All right, garden friends, so like I said in a previous video, I was talking about this black plastic where we're smothering the weeds here. We've actually, you can see just to my right where the weeds are all at, and they are basically making their way towards our vegetable bed here, and we didn't want that. We grow organically out here. I didn't want to spray any Roundup, and I didn't want to have to break my back or waste a lot of my hours in the garden hand removing it if I didn't have to. So what we did is we got some black plastic, and we're going to do a reveal. It's been about 5 to 6 weeks. Now this isn't a true solarization. This is basically just it does get really hot underneath this black plastic, even in just warm temperature, but it's still pretty early in the season to really, to kill anything with just pure heat alone. What we have been doing is that all the Bermuda grass and nutsedge under there has been trying to grow, and it's been just smothered by the plastic, and it hasn't been able to get any sunshine. So let's peel this back and take a look. And just like that, we have unveiled this beautiful little patch here. And so I wish you could have seen it, because when we started, it all looked just like this. You can actually see the border of where it was. It's just smothering out this Bermuda grass, the nutsedge, any other weeds that we're trying to sprout, these warm season weeds that are coming up. You can see a lot of them still hadn't even died fully in some areas, but they're pretty much exhausted. And so now it's really simple. That's what I love about it, is you can see the plants are still in here, and some of these weeds are really resilient at coming back from when just leaving some, stems and roots and rhizomes and whatnot in the soil. But what's great is you can see I'm just touching it with my fingertips, and it's just melting away like it's been roasted in a fire. I'll probably come back through with my hula hoe and my stirrup cultivator and kind of give it a once over, but you can see it's very worn out. Even right here, a little bit thicker mass. It's not even attached. It's not even attached. And there's always something, if you've had Bermuda grass before, it's super resilient. So I don't want to count my blessings too soon, but I think now it's in a perfect position for me to come through here and give it a good little haircut and trim it up. And I think for the summer, I will have a good head start on keeping these weeds, because what it is, I didn't want all these weeds making it into our garden, because then all that moisture, the beautiful, delicious soil in there, the nutritious soil, the weeds just go crazy for it, just like our other plants do. And so we want to keep them out of there. And they were encroaching. You can see over here, this is what it looked like before. So pretty typical. You got some foxtails in there, some clover, like I said, nutsedge. We had some Bermuda, and it was creeping. And look at that, not too bad. So we didn't have to. It looks like we even sprayed, right? When you spray, sometimes, although I would never do that, I've learned my lessons. But when you see stuff that's been sprayed, it looks roasted. And so you can see right here the difference of where the weeds were getting sunlight and where they weren't. I probably could have left this on another week or 2 or 3, or it wouldn't even really hurt to leave it on longer if you had to. It would probably be fine. And then I'd probably finish off killing some of these ones that were still, even though they look pretty much dead, it's just nice to be able to completely kill them off. So if you have it, leave them in a little bit longer. Gosh, someone's getting saved. But so time is your friend. And what's nice about this is it didn't take very much effort. I did weed trim it once, put the plastic on, smothered it out. Some people, you'll even see they'll actually dig in the black plastic or the clear plastic to really seal in the heat. We didn't even do that. We just pinned it down with rocks so it wouldn't blow away in the wind. So really low effort in a way for us. Really simple. You just kind of unfold that plastic, pin, have it, get rocks on it or whatever. But works really well. I would recommend anybody in certain areas, right? This may not work for you, right? Like kind of deeper into my patch here, I might just use the weed trimmer and just live with, a certain level of weeds. But in here in the garden, we don't want any. We don't want them taken over, especially. So for this big, massive walkway right here, it was a no-brainer. I didn't want to spray. I didn't want to break my back. So boom, smother them out. If you are considering you know, redoing your front lawn and taking the lawn out, one of the things you can do is this. You can actually pin it down, give it some time, a couple months, let all that lawn just die out, and that might make an easier transition for you than you know, leaving a lot of that material behind. But that about does it. Let me swoop you around. Woo! All right, so another great day out in the garden, friends. That about does for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit that like button. Comment if you have questions or concerns, or if you have your own tips to add. We'd love to hear them, because that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to learn, we're here to grow and garden, and just have fun while we do it. And there's no reason to let weeds get you down. So if weeds get you down, just put down some black plastic if you can. You can also use other materials, burlap or whatever. I've seen people use, they have a lot of it, but even just old cardboard, you can lay out and layer it thick, and that'll help smother the plants out. It may not heat up quite like this, but that's okay. The biggest factor is just smothering those weeds to the point where they try to grow, and if they cannot get any sunlight, then they will die. Plants need a few things to grow, right? You all probably all know this. They need water, they need air, and they need sunlight. So if you can starve them of one or more of those things, you're probably gonna have a great opportunity to kill them before they get too well established. So until next time, garden friends, happy gardening to you all. Please come back for some more next time. We'll see you again.